Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to do a Bible journaling entry with you. I will be using my Jeremiah Study Bible to get my study information from, and I will be using my Thrive Journaling Bible. This is the Bible that I do all of my Bible journaling in. Some of the supplies I'll be using are my Mr. Pen pens, my Faith sticker pack, and my Mr. Pen gel highlighters. I also will be using an article out of this Dayspring magazine. I found this article and just loved it, and I wanted to use it in my Bible, so I'm going to do a Bible journaling entry. I have a few other supplies that I may or may not use. Some washi tape. Of course, I need my scissors, and I got a new glue today because I was out. I am Bible journaling in John 19, and I need to highlight the area that I am focusing on for this Bible journaling entry. So I'm using my double-tipped Mr. Pen highlighters to go around the box just to highlight the outside. And then I am taking a Mr. Pen gel highlighter and coloring in the box. And one of my favorite things about the gel highlighters is that I can take my finger and smear it around to make it one big block of color. I just chose one sticker out of my sticker pack, and I have one piece from my scrapbook pack that I'm using. And I'm studying out of my Jeremiah Study Bible because I really like to read and study and understand the verse as much as I can while I'm Bible journaling. It never hurts, right? We'll never truly understand the word, but we sure can try. I know every time I read it, it's something different. Just new information comes to your mind, a new feeling, a new connection. I love studying scripture because you learn something every single time, no matter how many times you've read it, no matter how old you are. It's such a journey, and I love it so much. I glued the scrapbook piece into the margin with just regular Elmer's glue. That's what I use in all of my Bible journaling. Elmer's glue and double-sided tape. Those are my go-tos. So for the magazine, I am tearing the pages out. I am going to cut them to fit. I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to do it, but I knew I wanted it in there. So I played around with it a lot. I cut it up, I moved it around, and came up with something that I really liked. But I had to play around with it a lot in order to get it to fit because there were so many different pieces, and the pages were bigger than the Bible, so I did have to maneuver it quite a bit. I tore the edges. I reshaped it. It was a process. So y'all just bear with me, please. I did end up taking the top little piece that had scripture on it and cutting it to a smaller size and turning that into a tip-in. And I think that turned out pretty good. And just by chance, I didn't even look at the back of it when I did this, but there is another verse of scripture on the other side of the paper for the tip-in. So that actually worked out really great. I got lucky there. So that was fantastic. Now these two pieces, this I had to play around with a whole lot. I just did not know how I was going to fit this in here. I cut it up several times, like I mentioned before, and I decided to get out the big scrapbook pack that I had, and I chose two different papers because I thought they were just pretty and I liked them. But this one has glitter on the one side and the other side is plaid. So I am going to glue the magazine piece to the plaid side because it's not going to adhere to the glitter side very well. Plus, I want to look at the glitter side. So I just cut it to fit and then glued it down. And for the other parts of the article, I decided to put them all on one sheet. So I picked out this pretty polka dot paper and I cut that to fit in the Bible. I had to adjust it a couple times, but I made it the size of the pages in my Bible. And the article itself, I had to cut into pieces and place them just right on the sheet in order to get the background enough so that you can see it, plus fit the article on the page. And I think it worked out pretty good. After I got everything placed and glued on this page, I took my grid pattern washi tape, cut it in half, and then tore pieces off of it to hold the edges down. It didn't necessarily need it, but I thought it added a little bit more visual interest to the page. I thought it was cute. Now that I have my pages put together, I'm going to add them to my Bible. I'm putting washi tape down the side so that it has an overhang, and I am putting a very thin bead of glue in the crease of my Bible where the pages meet. Then I put the sheet in there so that the piece of the washi tape that hangs over is taped to the page. I have seen people add pages to their Bible without using the washi tape for reinforcement, and I think that might be fine on very light sheets of paper, but since this is more like cardstock, I definitely wanted to add a little bit more reinforcement. So with the glue, I also used the washi tape just because I wanted to make sure that it stayed in and it didn't fall out. Here is the finished product. I love the glittery paper. You can't get the full effect on camera, but trust me, it's very glittery and it's very beautiful. I just love it. And this is the inside. When you open up the page, you can see both pages from the article, and it was titled, "It is Finished," which just went perfectly with these verses because it is about the death of Jesus and when he said, "It is finished." I loved it. This has just been a very special week. The death of Jesus and the resurrection is just such a beautiful thing. Like, I can't even say words enough to express it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Bible journaling entry. If you have any questions, comment below. I'll answer to the best of my ability. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so that we can help each other grow in our faith and our walk with God. I love the community here. You guys are so awesome. I love being able to talk to people about God and about Jesus and about the gift that we've been given and studying his word. It's just such a fantastic thing. It's been such a blessing to me. I love you guys, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye, y'all.